Yep. Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. For the Dallas Mavericks, they won their last contest, that game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Now, here's Bridges. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Adebayo. Takes the three. Drains the three-pointer.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Towns. And it's Adebayo in the corner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here are the Pacers now. 4-point game. Bridges outside. Carter with the screen. And Mikal Bridges good for three.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Towns the screen. From the arc. Another three for Dallas.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Bridges. And the Pacers, another three.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Adebayo, high post. The kick out to Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Let's remember, John Wall has long arms, and he's a great athlete. Makes him a terrific finisher at the cup.
Pass to Bridges. And here's Chamberlain. Outside, Fox. To the paint. 4 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Mavericks. 3-point lead. Outside, Maxey. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Wall with the steal. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly.
Tyrese Maxey.
And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Back to Fox. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range. Fox has got 5 points so far.
And Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, the explosiveness of John Wall just creates such havoc for defenders. So fast, and the ability to get vertical as well.
And some changes here for the Pacers. And he makes both free throws. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Milton. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Anunoby. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Tries a three off the inbound. It's good from long range. 8 points for him. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all defense, 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Wall looking for an opening. Outside, Maxey.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
Hits the three-point bomb. Hayward's got the first basket of the second quarter for Indiana.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
6 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Carter. Indiana moving the ball over. Here's Chamberlain. It's stolen by Adebayo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Pass to Anunoby. Outside, Maxey. And Different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Bridges misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
They get a hand on it. The kick out to Towns. Launches a three. Another three for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bridges outside. Chamberlain a screen. Hayward. It's rebounded by Towns. Dallas leading by 10. Here's Anunoby. Another three for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys, you think about this Indiana Pacers proud organization. They have not been to a conference finals since 2014. And consider when they did get into the playoffs, they were bounced in the first round several times.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Another three for Dallas.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And for this Pacers franchise, Doris, they took a step backwards last season.
Kevin, there's no doubt about it. Their worst record in over 30 years. But you know what? I really like what they did. They shuffled the deck player-wise. They brought in a new head coach. Sometimes you have to take that step backward to go 2 steps forward.
Three-pointer, Fox. Another miss by Fox. Pass to Towns. Outside, Maxey. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Offline with his three.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Bridges with it. He has 6. Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Bridges. Trying to end the drought.
Nicely contested by Wall. I think his defense is really overlooked.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A shot's good from Milton.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Webb. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11 range. So great bloodline.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Milton. Now here is Smith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Davis. There's O'Neal with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here he goes. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. Right
wing.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here's Milton. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now Webb. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Achua in the corner. And good coming off the assist by Spud Webb. Achua's got himself on the board with 3 there. Pacers trailed by 18. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Milton. The 3. Indiana again missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Dallas again turning it over. And it's the Pacers ball. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots it up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And smart play by Smith. Using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
Stolen. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters to help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And when you talk about Webb, the obstacles he's had to overcome, always being doubted because of his height. But here he is, one of the most talked about players in the NBA.
Mavericks leading by 17. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And he dunks it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And Hayward at the stuff.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Here's Webb. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Chamberlain. Fox deciding where to go with it. Carter with the screen. Shot from 16. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Webb with it. Bridges covering. Love outside. Dallas no good that time either. And here is Fox. And so it's Dallas taking a 19-point lead into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go any.
Please give a big round of applause.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Dallas leading by 19 points. To the left wing. And here's Adebayo outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Carter with the screen. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Maxey. From deep.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Bridges outside. Carter with the screen. From deep three-point range. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Mavericks leading by 19. Outside, Wall. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, John Wall's teammates always encourage him to score on the interior. You can see the results right there.
Outside, Fox. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Anunoby in the corner. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Adebayo. Fox with the steal. Hayward left side. Bridges outside. Lobbed up there for Fox. Wall attacking. And again, Dallas turns it over. Here is Hayward. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Bridges. Towns with the steal. Here's Adebayo. Outside, Towns. Maxey with it. Now defended by Hayward. Chamberlain with the block. Outside, Fox. And here's Hayward. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initial, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Left side, Maxey. Down low. And stolen by Hayward. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Anunoby with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl-Anthony Towns.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Back to Fox. From downtown, they get it again. Hayward on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside, Maxey. To the middle. And stolen by Hayward. Bridges with it. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And stolen by Chamberlain. Outside, Fox. There's the lob to the hoop. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.